Okay, it looks like we're live. Just get things loaded up. Hello everybody. I think I'm live right now. At least I hope so. And yes, and we're looking... Oh, quiet. We're looking at one of the juveniles on top of Little Rice Hall. And I haven't seen anybody else. I've been recording while I've been setting up. And I think I'm just about ready to start everything up. And oops. Get everything else going. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can see some hawks. I've been hearing some robins vocalizing. I don't know if it's because of this one hawk that we're seeing, or if they're vocalizing in response to other hawks, or what the story is. All I know is I just arrived and hoping to see everybody tonight if we're lucky. Okay, so let's take a closer look while we're here at this one. This one, well, appearances would have us believe that this one has a full crop. And I've seen it, since I noticed it there, it's hardly stirred from that perch atop Little Rice Hall, and hasn't had really much reason to move. Is my guess. So anyway, we're going to let's see if we can find some of the other hawks. Let me just set things up, and we'll do a little walking. It's a beautiful evening here on the campus. It is warm, but it is sunny and pretty, and calm winds, I would say. Let me just look up at Bradfield. From here I don't see anybody now. I can't see all of Bradfield, but we'll look at it more later. Try to get a different angle view of this hawk that we have seen. The robins, there are at least 2 robins on Little Rice Hall that are looking at, that seem to be objecting to our beautiful hawk here. And I think this might, well, hold on. The sun's right in my eyes. But, oh, there's somebody on the throne also. But let's look up at this juvenile first. As soon as I can get a set. Lighting is not necessarily favorable. I'm going to lighten it up a bit. It's actually difficult for me to see because the sun is right in my eyes. Hello. So somebody's up on the throne. From here I can't tell who it is. So hopefully you're getting a good look at this juvenile. Looks like everyone is up and running. Okay. The robins, you can hear, I mean, they are not happy. So again, we're looking at a hawk, a juvenile hawk on Little Rice Hall. I didn't make up the name, it's called Little Rice. And while we're here, let's take a quick look up at the throne. You can see there's somebody up there. Maybe we can tell who it is. I can't. And there's nobody else up there. Okay. Okay. So we're going to continue and let's look around. I want to see if we can get the lay of the land. Wait 1 second. We'll just stay here a moment. Just found another one of our hawks up here in one of the pine trees. And at the moment I don't see anybody else. So we know where 3 of the hawks are. One in the pine, one on the throne, and one at the top of Little Rice Hall. Oops, too bright. Sorry. We're gonna move. That's not the best view of this hawk on Little Rice. And let's see if we can go find others. Good evening. I've seen one, I haven't seen the other.
Yeah, the other one's in there too.
And there's somebody on the throne.
Yeah,
and of course the one on Little Rice.
Yep.
Hi, Carl. So there are supposedly 2 hawks in the pine. I only see one at the moment. I'm going to move over here, maybe get a better view. It's in the, let's say, mid-80s, so it's warm here. And the view might be a little better here. It's not bad. It's actually a nice look. Let's see if we can get some closer looks. And darken it just a little bit. So I can only see one from here. I believe I saw the other one, but I can't see. So this, I think, is a different one than the one I saw before, unless I'm getting things confused. It's a beautiful hawk. The sunshine doesn't hurt. Okay, I can see the other one now, but just barely. Just barely. Let's see if we can. I'll show you what I can see, but I just can't see much. So I believe I did see this one already from the first place where I was. Now I can only see. Now I can't see it very well, but I can see this one, very nicely. I wonder if there's an adult coming around because of the calling.
That's a ball.
Nope.
Is that a chick?
That's a chick. That's the smallest one.
Learning to fly?
Well, no, it's flying really well. It's just basically over several females down below. So she likes to stay kind of like the main together.
Did the other one leave? The other one might have left. Oh, much better view now. Much better view then. And maybe this one will ladder up to be with its sibling. I don't know. Okay, it's moved on, and it's now over here. Across the on the other side of the Rice Hall parking lot. And with the naked eye, I really can't see the other one that's in the tree. Let me check with binoculars. I believe I see it. It's just very difficult. It blends right in. quickly back up to this one, if we can. You can see it's kind of hidden in there, I believe. Yes. But very hidden. So let's go back over and see if I can... Oh, it must have moved. I can't see it now. Let me check with binoculars. 1 second. I don't know. I don't see it right off the bat. Let's see if we can get closer, maybe get a look at it. I don't know where it went. I maybe shouldn't have looked away. You're hearing American goldfinches. I don't know where. I don't know where it is. Turkey vulture coming in overhead. I don't know where. I'm not sure where it is. So let's go check at. Let's check on the one on Rice, Little Rice, while we can. We won't. Oh, not on Little Rice any longer. Apparently in the tree, but I don't have a good view, at least not from here. Let's see if we can remedy that. I'm not sure if I'm seeing our hawk or not. Looks like I am, but I don't have a very good view. Okay, let's move. First of all, let's check the pine tree again. I don't see anybody from here. That other pine tree, that is. I don't see anybody. Let me check with binoculars. Maybe I can see a little better. No, from here I can't see any of them from here. I don't see the one that was on Little Rice Hall. Right now, I don't see anybody. I don't know where anybody is right now. I know there's one up here, but that's all I know.
Oh, did 3 take off also?
We can get... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. have a decent look at this one here. Might be. That is a beautiful bird. Someone still there?
Yeah.
Just hidden very well.
Up top, up higher up though, right?
Well, it's sort of below where the it's at the top of where the brown starts.
Yeah, so that's 3. And one came out from down below and came over here. And I have no idea where 2 wound up.
Okay, we're gonna move. Let's go over here. Just want to check out one thing. We'll take a look at that hawk, the same hawk. Different angle, not as good actually. But there's something else I want to see while I'm here. Okay. I don't see anyone. I thought maybe there was a chance that we'd see somebody else, but from here actually we can see the other hawk up here in that other tree, right near the tree trunk. Not the best view, but it's the view we've got. We're going to move along, I think, shortly. Just want to look around here a little bit more. Okay, we're going to move. Still have somebody up on the throne. Let's head that way. You never know, maybe we'll have a surprise of one sort or another. Hopefully a pleasant one. So we still have 2 here on the fringes of the Rice Hall parking lot in pine trees. Now it's quiet over here in terms of robin vocalization, so I'm guessing nobody's over here. But we still have the one on the adult looks of things up on top of, on the throne on Bradfield. Oh, what's going on there? Interesting activity on top of the central heating plant. Oops. Turkey vultures. Don't believe I've ever seen turkey vultures up there myself. That's a central heating plant, and I believe there were 4, now there are 3 turkey vultures there. One had just taken off as I was getting the camera positioned. We're hearing a mourning dove call right now. Anyway. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, let's continue to look around. So we've seen 3 young and 1 adult. Now I haven't confirmed that the adult on... Oh! Nobody's on the throne anymore, so somebody left. Whoever it was left. I was going to head that way, but now the throne sits vacant. So let's look around elsewhere. Hearing some robin vocalizations. Oh! We've got somebody. We've got somebody. Don't know who. On top of one of the poles there. I think it's an adult, but I'm not sure. Wrong pole. Looks maybe big red with prey. Looks like big red. And oh, she has a snake. Wow. In a way, I'd like to move, but maybe this is a good spot to be. And if anyone has a way to tell Carl and Cindy that we've got Big Red behind Bruckner on one of the poles with a snake. Tripod isn't quite the way I want it. Alright, let's back up a little bit in terms of the view. So she's right there. She's on one of the poles, between the chicken coops and Bruckner. And she may have been, I believe she was, according to Carl and Cindy, she was on the throne earlier. So I don't know if, I didn't see her leave the throne. So I don't know if she, went directly from the throne to catch the snake. I don't know. Getting closer might actually make things more difficult because of the angle. So we're fine right here, I think. I could get closer, which would give a better, a closer look, but we might not be able to see as well where her feet are and where, of course, the snake is. So this is fine. I could lighten it a little bit. She's now, the way when she faces that way, she's in shade. I need to straighten my, well, I want to straighten out the tripod a little bit. Her own crop looks fairly full, actually. Okay, I think Cindy does see big red. Now, is she truly just eating, or is she eating like almost in a way meant to tempt her young? I don't know. We could climb and we could go up closer to Furno, maybe get I don't know if it would be a better angle or not. Might be, actually. But we're already here. I hate to miss things. What am I hearing? I'm definitely hearing some starlings and I'm not sure what else. I mean, she's eating, obviously, but, I mean, could she eat a snake faster? I don't know. Like I said, it might be a good idea to go up above, closer to Furno, and get that extra elevation and kind of look down at the top of the pole a little bit, or at least more than we are from this angle. But I'm afraid that if I take the time to walk up there, I might miss something. I don't know. All right, let's do that though. I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. We'll hurry. I'm gonna leave everything in place. This actually isn't bad from here. Hold on. don't see anybody else from here right now. I wish I could level the whole tripod, but I don't have time. The reason why is because the other camera has everything at an angle. This one's a different story. Okay, while you're looking at that, I'm going to look at the pine tree. I may still see someone in that pine tree on the back side of Rice Hall, but I'm not sure. It's very likely, though, that she's within view. We're hearing primarily, I believe, house sparrows right now. I don't believe they were reacting to our hawks. I think they're just doing their own thing. Her crop looks full from here. And it had looked full even before she had started eating, or at least hadn't eaten much yet. So this could be intended for the young, and maybe she's hoping to get their attention. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I see one of the young in that distant pine tree. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. I'm tempted to move to get maybe a slightly a potentially better angle on that hawk. While we watch Big Red here. And it would also allow me to better level the camera in a way I want without messing everything else up. Okay, let's move. Leave everything in place. So we've seen 3 young so far and Big Red, but we haven't seen Arthur yet. She's gorgeous. Did she finish it all? I don't believe she did. Did she? I just doubt it. I can't see anyone else from here. I don't know if you caught it, but someone's dive bombing her a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna set the tripod. Okay, that's better. I might be able to show you that other one on the far end of the Rice Hall parking lot, but I kind of want to stay with her right now. The rattle sound you're hearing is, I believe, sounds similar to an oriole, but I believe that we're actually hearing house sparrows. We're also hearing a robin vocalize. But I still don't know if she actually finished the snake herself or if she dropped it, dropped the rest of it. And I wonder, if I were to go to the base of that pole, if I would find that the rest of the snake. I really don't know. I mean, she may have eaten a lot of it while I was walking. I don't know. I'm guessing we'll see a takeoff soon, but I may be wrong. That was her vocalizing. I can't see her through trees, and there she goes. Oh, and now she went behind Ferno Hall and out of my view. Well, while we're here, let's take a quick look back at that pine tree to see if anybody's in there within view. I don't see anybody now. So let's go around Ferno, I think, a little bit, and see what's what, because I wonder if the snake is at the base of that pole. I don't know. Again, I didn't happen to catch if she finished the snake off herself, or if she just let a fair portion of it drop. Did I just see another hawk? I don't know. Just would find it odd if she dropped it. So maybe she did finish it. Nobody on the throne at the moment. So here's the pole. And just looking near the base, I don't happen to... Is that snake? That might be. Can't focus for you, I'm sorry. But that might be the remains of it, I'm not sure. Okay, let's keep walking. And see if we can catch up with her somewhere behind here. From our vantage point, she flew behind Ferno, but who knows where she went. Oh, I just saw somebody. Okay, I guess Emerson Hall. Hold on. Sunlight may be a problem. It has been in the past, this time of year, this time of night. But I believe that's big red up there. I'll lighten it up. And there she goes. Oh no. Yes, that is big red. So I don't know where she was. I'm guessing she was on Ferno somewhere, and when I came around the bend, she took off to where she is now. Let me look around. I don't have a great view of too many areas from here. You know, maybe I should walk over there. I wonder if she has a fledgling there or not. I kind of doubt it, but she might. We'll stay here a moment. And I don't see anybody else at the moment, so again, not from here. But it could be that there's somebody else there. And this isn't the greatest view, so we're going to move. Let me just darken things up here. We're going to move. And let me rig for travel here. Rig for walking. I'll have to change the battery soon. Yes, I know already. Still don't see anybody else from here as I walk. Now, up on top of Emerson, she's got at least two little birds with her that are most likely objecting. And I can no longer see her. I don't know if she took off or I just lost the angle. Well, I can't see that loop that she was on, so maybe I lost the angle. Running out of room here. Yep, she's there. This will be a little better if she stays put. Their house finch is up there, I believe. Okay. Hey, baby. But again, no one else within view right now. I doubt she'll be there very long, but I may be wrong. So she's on Emerson Hall right now. The throne is not far, up higher, of course. Now I'm hearing a robin behind me that I'm not even sure it can see Big Red from where it is. I don't know. So there's always a possibility somebody else is around. Okay, maybe that same robin has since moved now. And like I said, we're hearing house finches also. Well, I didn't say we're hearing them, but they are. They're up there at the same level she is, although not necessarily right next to her. They've just flown closer. Right there. Oh, she's gone. Where'd she go? Okay, I don't know where she went. The house finches just flew away and to a nearby tree over here, so I don't know where everybody is. I wonder if I were to walk farther away. I'm going to leave everything in place. Maybe get an angle to allow me to see her again. Look away for a moment and then they take off. Still can't see her. No, I can't see her. I don't know where she is. She may be on the roof there in a place where we just can't see her, or she may have flown on. I'm not sure. I'm gonna. You know what? I need to change I might as well change the batteries now. And then we'll continue. 1 second here. Okay, so I'm going to lose you for a second. Wait a minute, why am I using that battery? That's not the battery. That's the battery. Okay, I'll be right with you. Okay, let's continue walking. Maybe we'll find some other hawks to see. It's fairly quiet here, so I wonder if she flew on elsewhere, but I don't see her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe I hope I didn't lose you guys. Okay. We're going to go on. And continue. So I'm told that Big Red is on Bradfield. And hearing robin vocalizations as I get closer to, Rice and Bruckner, so maybe we'll catch up with the youngsters. Hold on a second. I'm not hearing the robin vocalizations, don't sound like they're any closer, so maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. Well, maybe not. Now I'm hearing again much more clearly. There's a robin on Bruckner vocalizing. From here, I don't see anyone on Little Rice. I see two mourning doves on Bruckner also. They might be concerned, but they're not saying anything. Oh, I see on Rice Hall, I see somebody. Hold on. Something's right in my eyes, but we'll make do. Pretty birdie. Hearing a chickadee sing. I'm guessing the robins are vocalizing because of this hawk that we're looking at this moment. Lighten it up a bit so we can see the face a little better, maybe. Looks like it's going to take off. While you're looking at this hawk, let me look. Oh, no, it's going to go. Okay, flew, landed right back on Rice Hall. Might be a better spot for me and get the sun out of my eyes. Right there. But this hawk looks like it's on the move and probably unlikely to stay there for long. Lighten it up a little. Robin-wise, things are fairly quiet. There's one right near me who's still, I believe, concerned. Seriously, by the way it's acting, I seriously believe it's concerned. But it's not vocalizing the loud alert calls. This isn't the very best view, just because we can't, see the hawk very well. But it's because of the building and our angle, and I can't go farther back, really. Looking around from here, I don't see any other young. They've been difficult to find in the trees, so. Uh-oh, this one's gonna move. See? And now out of my view. Okay, let's go see if we can catch up with it. I don't know where it is, but I have a feeling. It didn't go far anyway. So let's go. Let me darken things up so you're not blinded. Oh, I think I do see somebody. Let me just double check. Yes, there's still somebody up in this pine tree here. I don't even bother to record it, but it's up. Come on. right there. So there's somebody hiding there. So we still know where, well, I don't know if I know where the other one that just flew is, but I have a feeling it's not far from here. Okay, not on Little Rice as far as I can tell. Maybe on the chicken coop? Or on Bruckner? I don't know. Oh, the pole where it's the pole where Big Red was eating the snake. Hello, Richie. Not going to stay there long by the looks of it. But you can see it's been kind of on the move. We see that with adult hawks, certainly, where, you know, hawk will go from perch to perch, not staying too long in any one space. You just wonder if they're, I don't know what they're doing, if they're trying to get the lay of the land, or see if there's prey around, or what. I don't know. Do you see it?
No.
Do you see the pole there? At the top of the pole. At the top of the pole,
Oh,
there's a hawk. It's a red-tailed hawk.
yeah, I see that now. Yeah.
And there are others in the area right now.
They've been flying around for some time.
Yes, there are 3 young that have been in the area, and their 2 parents.
Are you mainly photographing? Or?
I'm actually, right now, I am, this is video, and I'm streaming it live. So
Okay.
a bunch of people are tuned in. Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, somebody's nearby. I think somebody's nearby. I may be wrong, but I think someone might be on Bruckner. Just caught sight of some movement. I hate to move, but I thought I saw some activity. I may be wrong. Maybe it was a smaller bird, but that's what I believe. I wonder if someone was on Little Rice, on the backside of Little Rice, and I didn't see. Let's move a little closer. I want to leave everything in place. Oh yeah, someone's on Bruckner now. So we have this youngster right here on Bruckner. Hi, baby. And we have the one that's still on the pole that we were looking at just moments ago. I would say it's cooled off fairly well, or at least I feel a fair amount cooler. There's a little bit of a breeze, and it's more comfortable now. So I don't know where this one came from. If it came from one of the pine trees, or if it was on Little Rice Hall and flew across across the way to get there. Let's look at this hawk because I have a feeling we're going to have a flight here. Maybe wrong. And as for Big Red, she may be on Bradfield, but I haven't seen her, and I can't see Bradfield very well from here anyway. Okay, I've lost sight of that one. I can't see it from here. We're going to move. I suspect it's just a matter of me moving, and maybe I'd see that hawk. Hold on. I think it's still on Bruckner, but just where we can't see it from where we were. Yes, I'm right. Right there. Maybe not for long, but okay, not within view. Let's look back very quickly up at that pine tree, and I want to do that just to see if maybe we can see if there's still one of the young up there. If they've been hard to see, though, that's the problem. So it could be that it's still there, for all I know. I don't know. Oops, let's move. Okay, I still see the one on the pole. And we have the one on Bruckner. So this one's the one on Bruckner. Seems to be on the move. The one that's on the pole was on the move and no longer on the move, but this one looks like it has a full crop. From here it looks full. Don't know who's making that noise. And the one on the pole is here on the pole. Cute. So I don't know where the third eye is. But we know where two of them are. We have vocalizing around us, primarily, I believe. Well, definitely house sparrows, and something else making a chipping sound. I'm not sure what it is. Almost sounds like a chipping sparrow, but I'm not sure. I think we're going to take the time and walk closer to Furno. Maybe get a different angle on these hawks. Let's do that. Oh, uh-oh. Can't walk away yet. Okay, we might as well walk because, at least for the one on Bruckner, we're not seeing very well. Alright, yeah, let's do that. 1 second. So we're going to walk to be closer to Furno Hall, and we'll see if the view improves or how it benefits us, if at all. Probably will, at least a little bit. Okay, I see Big Red on Bradfield. I'm going to stop right here. I can't see Big Red on Bradfield from here, but have a decent look at maybe two chicks from here. Two fledglings, I should say. Okay, and now we'll look at the other one that we know of is on Bruckner. We're not seeing that one very well at all. It's facing away, and the way it's lit, the way things are lit there, my camera doesn't like it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we saw that both of these have fairly full crops, so maybe they're not all that hungry or in a hurry to do anything. Looking back with binoculars up at that other pine tree, I still don't see anyone in it, so maybe no one's in it. Now I'm hearing some robin calls that make me wonder if the third eye is closer to Tower Road, and maybe we'll go look in a moment. And maybe we'll head towards Tower Road by way of Bradfield. Let's do that. Okay. Well, let's stop right here for a moment. And we'll look up at Big Red very briefly. Oh, she just took off. Just took off, and she's going to the ground. She's in the grassy area, and in the Furno lawn. She dove directly from one of her favorite perches on Bradfield. Did she get anything? Maybe not. I don't think so. I may be wrong. But if she had caught something, she'd be looking down at her prey every once in a while. I don't think she caught anything. I may be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Okay, she's flying. Okay, she's in a tree along Tower Road. I might get a view of her from here. Tree, Ferris, tree. There she is. Am I hearing somebody call? Oh, you know what? She did catch something. Good for her. She caught something small, but she caught something. Or at least she picked something up off the ground, I should say. She did have something in her right claw. I hear somebody. Oh, I hear somebody calling. Oops, sorry. At least I think I did. I somehow doubt it's the one on Bruckner who's not even looking in her direction. And the one that was on the pole, I don't see any longer because I've got a tree in the way. Pesky trees. So is the third one making itself known? I don't know. It's hard to hear between road noise and my talking and all the robins and house sparrows. I can't hear. And people across the road too. I wish I had caught her flight to the ground a little better, but I just wasn't really set. So she's in a tree along Tower Road. Yes, she was. And I don't believe she's going to be there all that much longer. Sidewalk isn't that much higher or lower than she is, or at least it looks that way from here. I'm not, it's actually, well, it might be higher than I realize. I can't see the sidewalk. Glad we came this way to allow us to see that sequence of events. Okay, I can't see her at all now. Okay, let's do a little walking. Well, we won't walk far. Let me, before we do some checking. Okay, there's nobody on that pole any longer. I just saw it with the naked eye. That was easy enough to see. And we still have the one on Bruckner that we can... Oh, two on Bruckner. We have two on Bruckner. Hi. Cute. Is that the one... Was that the one that was on the pole? I don't know. No idea. My ID skills aren't that great, and they're not good at all, but I can't see that one when it keeps hiding. Hey, you. Alright, you know what? We're going to walk, I think... Well, behind me I hear... Oh... can't walk anywhere. I have hawks pulling me one way and another. So we have a hawk here. And there's one that's been hopping around. We've been getting glimpses of it. I don't know if I were to walk to the area behind Bruckner Hall, would I be able to see better? I don't know. Probably not. At least the one that we can see here. Probably not. The other one might be in view from there. I'm not sure. But we're gonna walk, like I said originally, because I'm hearing a lot of vocalizations from in front of, closer to Bradfield. So I wonder if Big Red is back within view, or if something else is going on. A lot of robin vocalizations. Could someone be in one of these trees here? I don't know. Oh yeah. I see her. Looking very, very beautiful. I see her. Oh, hold on. This won't be great lighting, but we can take a look anyway. So she's up here in this tree. Like I said, looking beautiful. I'll lighten it up, and that'll help. I don't see anybody else from here, just so as you know. So all these vocalizations, robin vocalizations, I believe are because of her, because of Big Red. So we're looking at Big Red in a tree along Tower Road, pretty close to Bradfield Hall. And from here, I don't see anybody else. And I have yet to see Arthur tonight. I've been saying it for years. Because of the technology that's involved, when they fledge the nest, when the young fledge, in some ways it's not the end of the whole thing, it's the beginning. It's nice to see them in the nest, don't get me wrong, but we see a lot of interesting activity once they leave. And the technology we're using has enabled us to see it and share it, and you know, I think it's been pretty special overall for these last few years. She's gonna leave, and I'm not ready. Okay, she just flew, and she's being chased by others. Let's head that way and see if maybe we can catch up with her and see what's going on. I still hear robins vocalizing, so maybe she didn't fly very far. I have a feeling she didn't. Still hear the robins. I have to admit, it was kind of nice being back there because the sun wasn't in my eyes. I'm going to cross Tower Road because that might improve my... Oh, I'll bet she just moved just by the sound of the robins. Oh, I see somebody. Up on top of... Not the... Let me get my tower straight. 2 towers away from the Weil Hall Tower. Somebody's up there. It's probably Big Red. And just came across this way and flew back. I didn't catch that very well. Hold on. Just by what I'm hearing, I'm wondering if there's another adult nearby or something. Because 2 towers away from Weil, the Weil Tower that is, was where that hawk was. I'm guessing it was Big Red. And then, as we saw, it flew, whoever it was, flew, and went back over Tower Road towards, maybe towards, Furno and, I'm looking around, Furno and Bradfield and who knows what. So we may find somebody or struggle to find somebody on this side. Maybe in one of the trees. We still have a robin vocalizing, so I don't know. Okay, on Bradfield Hall actually. We'll take a look at her up there. From here. That's too high for her. But her posture makes me think she's likely to move again. Could be wrong. But she's been on the move too, a little bit, so. I still don't even know if I've seen all 3 of the young tonight. I've seen at least 2. Maybe I've seen all 3 and I just, can't tell the 3 apart. It's pretty likely. It's nice to be able to confirm I've seen all 3 and all that. I mean, that's nice, but I just assume I try to just show you as many hawks as I can, wherever they are and whoever they are. Although I would like to see Arthur. So we've got some light, so let's look at her while she's up there. If there's anyone on Bruckner right now, I can't tell. Not from here. I can see some of Bruckner, but I'm not sure what I'm hearing in the distance. I'm going to change the battery on the other camera because we still have a ways to go, I think, for the night, and it's indicating it wants to be changed. 1 second. Gotta do it from this side. There we go. So we're looking. Oh, sorry. There she is. We're looking at Big Red. She's on Bradfield. She seems to be looking around, which is what hawks do. And I don't know where anybody else is at the moment. We won't stay with her long. I just wonder if she's ready to take off herself and go elsewhere. We did see her catch something. We didn't actually see as she reached the ground, but we saw that she caught something while she was on the ground, and it was a small prey, whatever it was, and she ate it. And she's been flying around and seems to be, active. We're gonna, I think we're gonna head close over to, Rice and Bruckner and see if we can see what's going on with our other hawks. Even though like I said, it does look like she's ready to take off, but I don't know. All right, let's go. Oops. Yeah. Okay. By the way, I see somebody. I see two somebodies. From here, we can see them. I can't see Big Red from here, but from here, we should be able to see two on Bruckner. Two on Bruckner right over here. Maybe we'll move to get a better look, but there they are on the corner there of Bruckner Hall. And I think we will. This is not the greatest of views. Don't know if we'll get a good view, actually, from of these two, just because of how they're oriented and where they are. So Big Red is still on that perch where we saw her on Bradfield Hall. And we have the two that we're approaching that are on Bruckner, the two young. Yeah, I'm not going to get a good view. I'm almost certain of it. Let's stop here and take a look, because the angle is getting... Oh, I hear somebody. So there's somebody else. The third of the young is vocalizing. Let's look at these two here. See? Not the best view. I believe I'm hearing a third one elsewhere, but I may be wrong. Let's continue. Yeah, well, sound can work in funny ways and bounce off of walls and other things, so it may be that I'm hearing one of the two on Bruckner. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm hearing the sound better from here or worse. Definitely better. Now, and it is coming from in front of me somewhere. Oh, I think from the pine tree. Don't see it. Don't see it. I'm still not sure. I sounded like, oh, do I see it? I think I do. Oh, sorry, but I don't have any food for you, but I can at least take a look at you. Not that you care. Actually, this is maybe a great spot to be, almost. Hi. So we've definitely seen all three young. Wasn't sure before, now I am. Okay, so we've seen, tonight we have seen all three young, and we've seen Big Red, just haven't seen Arthur yet. And maybe we will, maybe we won't, I don't know. I'd like to see him. He's a good boy. I'm going to darken it just a little bit. Very hard to see. Actually, oh, I can just make it out. You know, because I noticed it before. I know what to look for as I look at the trunk, but very easy to miss otherwise, with the naked eye anyway. So again, I have yet to see Arthur, but we've seen all three young. And we're seeing this one call. And I don't know if there's an adult within view. Sometimes what gets them to call is, you know, having an adult in the vicinity and they see it. Cutie. It was good to see, by the way, a juvenile in my own area the other day. The first I've seen of the year. and I heard, well, actually, I don't want to discuss the calls of my local hawks because they confuse me, to be honest with you. And what I mean by that is I've heard calls that sound like, for instance, those of juveniles just at the wrong time of year. We're staying with this one because I don't know. Last I looked, the view of the two on Bruckner was not good. Now, maybe from behind Bruckner it might be decent, but I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it. They were back a little ways from the back end of Bruckner, and I suspect too far in to allow a clear line of sight. So we're looking at this one. So this pine tree is behind the Rice Hall parking lot, essentially, closer to the plantations area. And we won't stay on this one forever. We're going to move, I think, pretty soon and start looking, seeing if we can maybe get better views of the two that we saw on Bruckner, and also check up on Big Red. And I haven't checked the throne in a while. I don't know if maybe Arthur possibly came in. Can't see the throne from here. So actually, let's get going. Whenever I hear them call like that, I kind of feel like they should be feeding them. But okay, let's move. Nobody on the throne. And we're gonna go to the we're gonna go behind Bruckner Hall and see if maybe the view of the other two that we last saw on Bruckner improves. Kind of doubt it will, but it's worth a try. Yeah, I can't see them yet from here at all. But they may have, since we left, they may have repositioned or moved or whatever, so. From here, the angles can be terrible if they're still where they were. Oh, that's not bad. Hi. Cute. I see one fairly well. Cute. So this is one that we can see on Bruckner. I can't see the other at all. I don't know if it's there. See a turkey vulture in the air. Okay, this is not a great view, so we're going to move on. Hear robin singing. Let's move. See what else we can see. looking back, I still see just the one, at least from this angle, the one hawk on Bruckner. I don't know if there are two still up there or not. I can't tell. I can still hear the one that's calling from that pine tree. And I hear robins vocalizing from, well, in front of Bradfield, and I still see Big Red there, where we left her. Let's take another look in her direction. See if maybe Arthur has come along. I don't see him anywhere else. They're sure vocalizing quite a bit, but at least so far I see just Big Red. We won't stay here long on her unless she does something really interesting. No, I don't see anybody else. Okay, so let's move and see what else we can see. Just don't quite have anything telling me that Arthur is nearby. He may be, but I don't have anything telling me that. But anyway, as I was saying, we saw some interesting, we saw some interesting things on Saturday when we were here on the campus, and I did put together a video if you're interested, because I thought it was worth sharing. Hello. Nobody up there now.
I was just thinking I couldn't quite see any of them.
Well, there's one hawk is on Bradfield Hall,
Oh, okay.
on one of the perches, the lower perches. You can't see her from here. There's one, at least one hawk on Bruckner Hall, and at least one, last I saw it, one hawk, another juvenile in one of the pine trees at the far end of the Bradfield Hall parking lot.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I know so far. I haven't seen the father, Arthur, yet. Give me some exercise. Okay, all of a sudden I'm hearing maybe some louder robin vocalizations from here, and I wonder if I'm missing somebody. Maybe not. Well, let's look at Bruckner again from here. The view might not be too bad. You know, we have a robin here on, well, I was going to say one on the fence there, but you know, it just flew, so maybe nothing is happening. So anyway, the one on Bruckner is right, oh, there are two on Bruckner. there are two on Bruckner. We can see them from here. So these two are on Bruckner, and we've had two on Bruckner, I believe, for a while. So the one is in the tree. I can see Big Red from here also. I don't know if the camera can because of just the height of the camera. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Oh, there, hi. So she's there. And we have the one that was, like I said, in the pine tree. So we know where, I believe, assuming the one is still in the pine tree, we think we know where three of them are. All three young, and then one adult, and still haven't seen Arthur. Hello, Arthur. Where are you? I can see with the naked eye, I can see more of her, all of her actually, but the camera is a little bit lower than my eyes are, so it doesn't see quite everything. I think what I'll do is I'll move just a little bit. We might get her more in view. Yes. But she's been there right along, or at least for a little while. I see somebody. Just happened to be looking over in that area. Lost sight of it. It was in the distance there. There was someone in flight. It looked like a hawk to me, being actually kind of being chased too. So that could very well have been Arthur, actually, unless it was a neighboring, a hawk in a neighboring territory. Kind of being pursued by a smaller bird, but I don't see now. Hold on. No, nothing. Nothing currently within my view, sorry. Okay, let's do a little walking. Still looking around, sorry. That, again, that may have been Arthur that I saw, but I'm not sure. And I'm not even positive it was a red-tailed hawk, but I'm guessing it was, judging by the light color, the way it was flapping its wings, not really fast. So that's my guess.
To be,
Yeah.
want to see if I can see Big Red from here. I'll bet that I can. From somewhere along here. Maybe not. No, I don't see her from here, so we'll cross the road and take a look from there. It's my guess that she's still in the area, but I don't know for certain. Yes, she's still there. The angle would be tough here, so I'm not gonna look at her from here. It does seem to be a fairly quiet evening. Anyway, you know, the Saturday was not as quiet. We saw a lot of activity. We saw Big Red calling, apparently to her young. We saw her doing what looked like teaching. Maybe encouraging them to be a little bit more aggressive. I think she's preening right now. And it was just interesting to see. So that's why I bothered to upload it if anyone's interested. Hold on a second. Tripod's really messed up. Okay, that's better. I'm going to have to change this battery soon, too. So there she is. Just hanging out. She's been there a little while if you're just tuning in. And last we saw there were two on Bruckner Hall together, two young. One in one of the pine trees behind the Rice Hall parking lot. And a hawk flew by that might have been Arthur, but I'm not sure. And that was in the distance, and I only saw a very fleeting glimpse. Only had a fleeting glimpse, I should say. We're not going to stay here too long. I want to continue to look around. I'd have to say overall, though, it's been much more, there's been less activity to be seen here. Less special activity tonight, although we've had some nice looks. But it's been relatively peaceful. Now, who knows? That could change. You know, I say that, but, you know, we've seen Big Red with, you know, a snake. We've seen her with some other prey, whatever it was. So there's been some interesting activity. I believe I may still hear the young in the pine tree. From here, I see one on Bruckner. I cannot see a second. Doesn't mean it's not there, but I'm not hearing a lot of alert calls or anything from here. Sounds like our pine tree caller is still in the pine tree. Stop right here. Should provide us a decent look. Oh, just took off. Leaving everything in place. I wonder if it went to be with its siblings on Bruckner. It's very possible. I'm gonna remove the camera. Hold on. Wasn't ready. I missed that. Sorry about that. It's just getting set and it took off. From here I still see only one on Bruckner. Let's climb a little bit and see if maybe the angle helps us see better. Big Red is still where she was. And I still see, two on top of Bruckner from here. Oh, here comes a third. I think it flew back to the pine tree. Maybe. My guess is it was over here somewhere and then decided to take off and flew that away. I missed it, although the other camera may have caught it. I don't know. So we have two on Bruckner still and one somewhere. Oh, I see the other one. Right there. And if you're wondering, and why wouldn't you wonder, Big Red is still right here. Hi, baby. Haven't seen Arthur. Well, I should say, I do not have a confirmed sighting of Arthur. The two on Bruckner seem content to stay there, to be honest with you. This one could be a function of the branch that it's on, but it somehow seems like it is, going to be moving a bit. And we've seen it moving a bit. So let's look quickly at these two again. Here's There's one on the corner of Bruckner, and one set just in. Neither one is giving us a very good look, to be honest, but at least we know where they are. And then we have the one. There it is. There it is. Oh, I looked away. I was looking back at Big Red. I hear a robin singing. For a second I thought one of the hawks on Bruckner might be giving us a better view, but nope, still looking the other way. So this one, well, we'll see if it moves along. So we still have Big Red where she was. This is actually the first time of the evening that we've been able to see four from one location. So there are the three young. And Big Red is right here. So we know where four of the five hawks are. I may be wrong, but now am I hearing a renewed chorus of alert calls from robins here in front of Furno? Possibly. And if that's true, I wonder if maybe possibly Arthur has come in. I don't know. Kind of doubt it, but never know. I also hear a robin singing, so that is a call. This one that we're looking at now has a posture that makes me think it's not necessarily ready to fly elsewhere. It may hop up or whatever within the tree, but oh, with a better view of one of the Bruckner hawks. Hold on, let me just set my tripod a little better. Still not level. I have to admit, I'm not, here watching the hawks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But it does seem like, at least in terms of my own time here, these hawks have been more, to this point, laid back. But maybe it's still early yet, and they're not necessarily, spending time on the ground themselves and going after bugs and things like that. But it seems like, you know, I mean, we saw Big Red apparently trying to spur them along the other day. It's like, come on, you know, it's not a vacation. Speaking of Big Red, she's still on that perch on Bradfield. We still have the one in that pine tree calling on occasion. And we have this one that we're looking at, and there's another one on Bruckner that is looking the other way, so we're not really looking at it, and it's not right next to this one, who's giving us a better view, in my opinion. Even that one's up. Well, maybe nap time's over. Looking back, Bradfield still has Big Red. This one's going to fly, I believe. If it does take off, I won't be able to stay with it very long, I don't believe. There are a lot of places that can go, of course, but I have a feeling most of them are not within my view. A lot of nearby landing spots. Hey, fly is fine, but you know, don't walk away where I can't see you. Something going on? Are they looking at something? I don't know. Tempted to look in that direction, but I'm afraid to miss something. Something's got to be going on. I'll bet. Oh. Yep. Hi. Hello, Arthur. Welcome to the party. Battery is about to die all of a sudden. But we now have seen Arthur as well. Welcome. He is a welcome sight. I'm going to have to change batteries. I'm getting a notification from my battery that it's dying. I didn't know Arthur was there. But the point is, oh, the hawk, the one that looked like it was maybe about to go. Oh, I see somebody. Okay, let me give you a quick look at who's where. We've got someone, the one that was on Bruckner, I believe, just landed here, the one that was kind of moving and looking to move. I was just going to say, though, their reactions, I'll bet they saw, I don't know, but I'll bet they saw Arthur fly up there. And that's why, you have to pay attention sometimes when you're bird watching. People, birds, squirrels, other animals, you never know, but you can get a clue from a lot of different places. Let's look at Big Red and Arthur, and then I have to change the battery, I believe. I'm going to brighten it back up again so we can see them together like this. This is actually a nice look. Hi, babies. Let me get a battery ready. Alright, everybody, I have to change this battery. It's driving me, well, not driving me nuts, but I'm worried about it. Okay, I'll be right back. Take off. Where are they? Maybe not. It is getting dark, so we're not getting the very, very best look, but that is not too bad. So I still have, within my view actually, we have the two adults, and we have this one here on a pole. I don't know how to describe the pole, but on the pole. This one on Bruckner. And in the distant pines, if I can show you, yep, where are you? Can't see it very well, but in the distant pines, right here. So we've seen all five, and we can see currently all five. Good to see them all. Wouldn't mind if everybody were in the same frame. Hi. But it doesn't work that way. Now the one on the pole has turned around. The one on Bruckner is still facing away. The one in the pine tree is still in the pine tree. So we know where everybody is. It's maybe not quite as much activity as Saturday night, but different activity really. But it's good to see everybody. It really is. Always warms the heart. Maybe it shouldn't, but it does. Taking inventory, everyone is still where they were. Let's take a quick look. I'm going to move just slightly. It might improve my view. Now, see, I can't. Well, if I get back here, maybe. Yeah, that might not be bad. So we have the pole sitter here. Let me darken that up a little. It's too bright because I was adjusted for Big Red and Arthur on Bradfield. We have Bruckner here. And I'm not sure if we can see the one in the pine tree very well. Pine tree, there. We have a branch nearby that's kind of in the way, but we have one in the pine tree right there. You can come over if you want. And then, of course, we have Big Red and Arthur up here. King and Queen. So, just, another nice night on the campus. I know I've spoken of this before, but I just love doing this. It's so nice to be here on this part of the campus. It's usually peaceful or fairly peaceful. Certainly not a lot of road traffic in the evenings, and especially in the summertime. And there might be a soccer game or something going on across the way in the fields, and there was such a thing tonight, but that seems to have ended. Actually, it's become quiet, and now we're here with our hawks, and it's just us and them. It's relatively easy, this time of year. The hawks haven't yet really started, going to increasingly extended ranges. So, I mean, they've been staying in the area, and that makes for some good viewing very often. Once they start extending that range, and they're, last year, for instance, we saw them near the central heating plant quite a bit, and things like that. Obviously, things change when they do that, but. And everybody else is still where they were. So we'll stay with Big Red and Arthur. I may end the broadcast tonight a little early, just, you know, it's a school night, so I can get back before it's too late. If you think about it, we've been doing this in many ways since 2012, even though we didn't start. Oh, the one on the pole just took off. I thought I was going to get it before it did, but it just took off, and now I cannot see it. Had to spoil the party. Had to spoil the party. We still have the one here on Bruckner, and oh, the one in the pine tree I think took off too, and is now. I'll double check, but now up here. I'm going to look with binoculars back at the pine tree. The pine tree seems to be vacant now, and the one on Bruckner has turned around. So everybody may be moving now. Everybody has to get in the act. Everyone moves around. So pine tree moved, Bruckner looks like is moving, and utility pole moved. I can still see pine tree, who's no longer pine tree, up on Rice Hall. I want to look at this one, just in case something happens. Heading towards right here. I've got a branch in my way. I'll brighten it up. Right on the corner of Furno Hall. It is getting dark, so we're not going to get the very, very best views. That was a chipping sparrow we just heard. Big Red and Arthur are still where they are. Oh, here comes another one. So, 2 on Furno right now. I don't know who the second arrival is, if that was the one that was on, if that was the one who was on Rice. Let me look back at Rice. There's a third one on Rice, so I have all 3 within sight. The third one is Rice Ferris. Rice Ferris. Also on Furno, as far as I can tell, but I don't know if I can see. Yes, I can just see it, but I've got trees in my way. Oh, hold on. All 3 are on Furno right now. And one is going to be out of my view. 2, 3. I've got a tree in my way, and that's really the big problem right now. And as for their parents, the parents are still nonplussed. Okay. One. I've got a dormer in the way right now on Furno. Oh, come on, Ferris. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I might get 3 in view from here. Oh. Just flew to a nearby pine tree up here. And we still have 2. Well, I might as well move over. Oh, we've got one. One's going to take off. Oh, the one, no, still there. That was convenient. So we have 2 up there now. And one is still, I can still see it on Furno. I can't see the other one. We've got 2 there. I can't see both very well, just one. And if I move, I wonder if I could find a bit. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we still have the one. The ones that's on Furno is just there. And Big Red and Arthur are still where they were. Shoot. That might work. That might work. Maybe. Ferris. Oh, one just took off. And is heading towards Rice Hall by the looks of things. Yes, landed on Rice Hall. We still have one, actually in semi-decent light. And looking back at Bradfield, my angle prevents me from seeing if Big Red is still there, but I can still see Arthur there. So we have one on Furno, one right here in this tree in front of Furno, and on Rice Hall, I can't tell if anyone's still there. Yes, I can. There's someone still there. This one's probably going to head that way if I had to guess. Furno seems pretty calm. This one might take off. The way I'm situated right now, if it does, I won't be able to stay with it at all. Yep. And towards Rice, I believe. Furno is still on Furno. Let's head towards Rice. Big Red and Arthur are still there, as I thought. On stop right here. Stop right here. Rice Hall has 2. It's a building, Ferris. You should be there. Rice Hall has these 2. I can still see the one on Furno, who's taking off right now, and is heading to a tree in front of Furno, another tree, and let's see if I can find it. Come on. Oh, Oh, I think we've got hawks in flight. Judging by the sounds I'm hearing, but... Oh, come on. Okay, well, there we have one. The one that landed in that tree. I don't know where the others are. I don't see... looking where they were on top of rice, there's no one there now. So let's move. Looks like Big Red, yes, Big Red and Arthur are still together on Bradfield Hall. Do we have, yes, we had a hawk in that tree, it just took off. And landed in another tree closer to, I can't see Big Red and Arthur from here, closer to Tower Road. And is vocalizing now. Right here. I don't know where its siblings are. Kind of want to move, see if I can find the other two. Like I said, I don't know where they are. They flew, I believe they did anyway, off of rice. Now I don't know where they are. Let's go looking for them. Maybe we'll find them, maybe we won't. If they're in trees, we may not find them. Up in the air, up high, looks like an osprey. No, it's a great blue heron. Big Red and Arthur are together. So I know where the one juvenile is. I don't know where the other two are. And they're quiet right now. Somehow don't think they're far away. And just walk over here, see if maybe they're on another part of rice or something. If they are, I don't see them. Could they be in these nearby trees? It's possible. It's getting dark, so I mean, if they could be in these trees and I just would never know it. You know, if they move, that helps, but I don't see them now. For all I know, they're all in that one tree. I believe I hear a robin distantly, maybe on the other side of the athletic fields. I don't know if anyone flew there, but let me just have a quick look. Well, with the naked eye, I don't see anybody. I'm carrying things right now, so I don't want to look with binoculars. maybe we'll end the night right here. It's been a nice evening. And ending here, well, we could do worse. I am hearing a robin vocalization, maybe on the other side of Rice Hall. We didn't walk there. And I don't know, I'm not sure, I can't remember which tree our juvenile that stayed in the area went to. I'm not sure where it is. Could be right above me, or it could be the next one over. I'm not sure. I enjoyed the whole evening, but I had wondered if we'd have a chance to see Arthur. And granted, we haven't seen him do much, but it's nice to see him anyway. I just checked in on the chat room. I'll wait. I don't have to hurry that much. My chariot does turn into a pumpkin in a little while, but not quite yet. It could be that I would not be surprised, now that I think about it, if the other two young that were on Rice Hall, I wouldn't be surprised if they're on the other side of Rice in one or more pine trees. And as for the one that was in one of these oak trees here, I'm not sure if it's still here or not. I can't tell. Actually, I believe I know which tree it's in. I know which tree it was in. I don't know if I can see it from here. Like I said, you never have guarantees that you'll see things. But in some ways, everyone is always saddened. It's bittersweet, actually, when the young leave the nest, and you think, oh, we'll never see them again. Well, it's just not the way it works out. We get to see them, ourselves, others like Carl and Cindy. I'm not sure how to pronounce Wood. Sorry. They share views. A lot of people share either photos or videos. It's a lot different than that first year, before we had the ability to live stream. I know I was coming to the campus often, just taking photos and during the height of all the activity. Oh, did I just see a mosquito? During the height of all the activity, the chat room was live, and I would try to type in the chat room where I was and everything. And then once the chat room shut down that year, the Cornell chat room, I continued to come here, and I did a report, for each of my visits, and sent it along, and then it was posted. But it's not the same, certainly, as seeing live video. I'll try lightening it up a bit. And now, just by the nature of things, we if you think about it, we see maybe not the entire life cycle, but we see, seeing things before it all begins each year, when we see mating here and there, we see nest building even. Then mating, then egg laying, then, egg laying obviously we see once, from the Cornell cam. But the other things, although the Cornell cam will occasionally catch mating, for instance, and will catch some of the nest building, certainly when they're up in the nest. The other activities are primarily caught by people on the ground. Afterwards, we see the young, if we're lucky, learning how to hunt, learning how to go after things. We might see them on the ground, see them interact a bit. See how they increase their ranges on campus. That first year, we really didn't do that, or at least prior, not really at the height of, during the season. We didn't really start to see all that until later. I am tempted to go to the other side of Rice Hall and see if maybe we can find the young, see if they're there. Down here at ground level, things are getting dark, certainly. And even looking up there, with the naked eye, things are dark. While you're looking at that, I want to look at something else myself. Okay. Maybe interesting. We'll see. I do have to get going very soon. Just because. Might as well shut off the other camera. It's dark now. I'd say things have certainly calmed down for the evening now. I don't know if Big Red and Arthur will both remain on that ledge tonight, or if either one will. But if I had to guess, the young have pretty much found their roosting spots by now. Like I said, it's getting dark. There's still some light in the sky, but down here, it doesn't translate well, to light on here on the ground or in the trees, at least from our point of view. Looking up with the naked eye, I know they're there, and I can see some movement and a little bit of light coloration. Maybe I should move the camera just a little bit. Is that better? Maybe a little bit. We have that one branch in the way. If I move more to the left, I get another branch in the way, so I think we're kind of stuck here. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit more. Things will start to get grainy now because it is dark. You have to remember, this side of Bradfield's in shadow, so it's difficult to see up there. And looking at what I'm seeing on camera, it's a lot brighter. What the camera is showing is a lot brighter than how I see them with the naked eye. Okay, I think it is time that I started to pack up. I want to show you one more thing. I've shown you this sort of thing before. Oops. Let's see if we can get a decent view. The sky is still light, the sky itself. Let's see what kind of a view we get. This, everybody, is Jupiter. Okay, now you can't see much detail because it's so bright, but let's see if we can darken it up a little bit. There, that's better. Now, oh, we can see the spot. Yeah, we can see the spot. I think that's the spot. Thank you. A mosquito on me. It's too early in the evening to see Saturn. Now remember, it's moving, or it seems to be moving. That's primarily Earth's fault. We're spinning and the sky as a result spins or moves quite rapidly. We see that when we look at the moon or anything. When we're really zoomed in on any celestial object, when we're really zoomed in like we are, it moves right along. Everybody, I think It's time for me to call it a night. I wish you all very, very well. Mosquitoes are after me. I hope you've enjoyed the evening as much as I have. Uh-oh. And I hope to see you all again soon. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.